When we are young, we are told that we will figure things out. Even we think that adults have figured it out. This is why when we are young and we face a problem, we go to our parents or elder generation saying, help us please, what to do next? I'm confused. And then they will solve the problem and you will feel like, wow, damn, so that's what it feels like an adult. So we think that adult life will get to us when we reach specific age, do the specific categories that people around us mention us, and we try to do that same thing because we also want to be that person who helped us when we are young. We don't think that much. So from our childhood we are told that do school, go to college, get a degree or get have a marriage, get kids and you will figure things out. You will become adult, you will understand everything what it means to be adult, and these are the things. No, I'm not saying that this doesn't work. This surely works. You do become an adult when you become a father or a mother. You understand many problems much more deeply, in much more open way, much more easily. You understand concepts that you had problem when you are young. But the problem is, you when you are young, you are constantly being told that you have to do all these specific sets of rules so to understand life to become an adult. But that's not the real meaning actually. If we see in present generation, this has kind of broken because in the past 2 decades the job market has become very unsteady. You cannot just go get a degree and then think that you will do a specific set of job for your entire life. No, you cannot do that at this present life. You can get laid off from your job just because a better AI model has come. That's how uncertain life has become. Before, people would get a degree and then get a job and will do the job for the rest of their years and provide and will actually have a good life. They will lead a decent life just by doing the same work for decades and still provide for the family. But that's not the case here. You can get away laid off from your job just because you are old, a new intern can take your job just because you have crossed the age of 40 now. So that's how you have to figure it out. Life is uncertain. You cannot just understand life when you become adult. You don't know what will happen to you in the next day only. If you suddenly got to know that you got laid off from your office, or maybe your partner maybe thought of divorcing you, or maybe something bad happens to your parents or children. See, problems will come. You have to face that problem. You have to understand that's how life is. That's how everything goes on. Also, you have to stop comparing. See, when you're young, adulthood has also something to do with comparing. You are being compared with your peers. You are being compared with your friends who got better marks or maybe are better at athletics, basically sports, physical training. Maybe they are better than that. You actually become adult by what you are in that stage, and then you grow up, and then you go to college, then you do a job, and then you are being constantly being judged for the what you are doing. Someone got promotion and you are feeling bad about that fact. At first, these were mostly outward comparison, but now it has become much more internal because the more you scroll internet, the more you scroll this streaming platforms or even YouTube, you will be constantly reminded of the success of other people and you will feel much more guilty. You will feel that you have not become the proper adult that you always wanted to be. You feel that you are miserable, your life is more miserable. Of course, it's a great thing that I believe that it has happened to a large extent. I will not say, of course, sorry, not a great thing, but at least that illusion, that structure has been broken down by the new job market, that your life is not constant. Life will never be the same that you thought when you are young. Your life is not just one simple set of rules. It's constantly changing. You have to figure things out. You have to figure things out when you are young, when you are adult. You cannot just stay the same and follow the same rules every path of life. You have to understand that being adult doesn't mean that you have figured it out. It just means that you will figure things out. Every problem you face, you will figure things out. That is why adulthood is about measure of the time when you are when we are young. What we see is not they understand things better, but it's just that the adults around us were just performative many of the things they do, because everyone is still figuring things out. You cannot figure things out just by having a kid or having a great job or having a great wife or husband. You will figure things out. Some kind of problems will happen to you, will come to you, will come in the path of becoming a better person. You will still figure things out once you have figured one problem, and that's what life is about. You figure things out when you are a child, you figure things out when you're an adult.